Okay, good morning, good morning. Want to make this a recording that you can remember, so I thought I would give you an analogy of peas and carrots so that you remember these two things go together. So the best way to serve peas, in my opinion, is with carrots. We serve that in my household. Maybe you have thought of it and tried it yourself. You know, the one just seems to fit with the other. So with that picture in your mind, we're going to go back to our standard deviation. So when you have a normal distribution, you can pretty well count on the fact that price will go to the first, second, and third deviation before turning around and going back to the middle or to the other side, right? And that's your coast to coast. So what to trade this, how to trade this is either to set up that mean reversion strategy and catch the corners going back to the other side or to the coast to coast. And that makes an excellent way to trade the standard deviation. And so I've been working on the Bloodhound template to do that, as well as take a ride on the slope of that curve, trade the curve, and then especially if you have conditions on your market analyzer showing you that the market is directionally trading long or short, and trade that curve even better instead of just trading all curves. So with this in mind, I've been working on the template and the indicator, and going to have the template released Monday. So my apologies for the delay, but I just got the indicator built 2 weeks ago. I think this is my second week, not even 2 weeks. So it's just taken me some time to contemplate all I want to do with it. I mean, obviously, I showed you the peas and carrots. The reason for the indicator is so that we can take advantage of these mean reverting trades, especially on a mean reverting instrument like the equity indexes are, right? So the first thing you can consider is what bar size to use and how to get some mileage out of a trade once you're locked into a position, how to get some add-on trades going to the location. So take one with the trade and then try to add on going to your destination or to the other side. And we'll be discussing that going forward in the trade room coming up. So want to show you one cool little thing with this template. I want to be pointing out that you should always be trading with momentum. So let's zero in on this so you can see it. You'll probably get a lot of false signals with dojis in your trading strategies that you'll notice. You'll jump on that doji, and it's fine to do so if you have momentum with that doji. If that momentum is against that doji, do not take the trade. So that will be baked into pretty much every template that you'll get from me. So that's why we always have momentum on our chart. You don't have to jump in on every dot and tittle of the market. You'll kill yourself if you try to do that. Go ahead and widen that bar out a little bit, and that way you can get a more confirmed direction once that momentum has had a chance to flip over. And that's what we want to do, is we want to flip at these levels. So I'm creating the Bloodhound template to try to accomplish this goal, and we'll have it out to you, like I said, next Monday. And just keep in mind to try to widen out your bar size as much as possible. It will work on like a 5-minute bar, but you may get a few errant trades than you would if you had a larger bar size, like right here. It gets you in multiple times. So you would have gotten bopped on your head here as it came back against you. but then you did get in. So if you widen your bar size up, that'll clean that up a little bit. So maybe a 15-minute or 30-minute bar would allow the trade to have more time. Well, this would have required a 30-minute. But sometimes you just get bopped on the head, but just get right back in is what I'm trying to say. So the bigger the bar size, the cleaner the entry. Of course, some people can't afford, too large of a bar size because you're risking, a much larger chunk of change per trade, and you may not have enough room to get to the other side. And that's another good thing with Bloodhound or Blackbird is Blackbird won't put the trade on if the reward is not equal to the risk. You can set it up to allow a greater percentage that you can control to take that trade. So using this on different time frames, I've got regular trading hours session template here for the equity indexes. I'm going to prepare one for the, let me get the Fibonacci off the chart so you can just see there the indicator. So this is the RTH session, and I'm going to prepare one for the daily. And you can prepare your own, and we'll be going through this in the trade room on 60-minute, 15-minute, bars. So if you wanted to set up a 60-minute on a 3-minute bar, 60-minute level for a 3-minute bar, something like that, we can go through how to do that going forward and over the next couple of months. There is another strategy to trade with this system, and that is, getting additional entries to leg into on these levels, and I'll create some trigger entries on a separate template for us to do these high-low 2 entries using these levels as targets to trade to. And again, you can set up 60-minute targets or daily targets or a special time session target like I use in the morning. That 7:30 to 10:30 time frame, it'll give me 2 target levels to trade to. So we'll go through that, how to set that up. And so we'll enter when the bar pulls back to the averages. So we'll be long, say there, and so then we'll want to come in here when it comes back to the averages and add in to the position as we're getting to our target. Okay, so that's another method that we'll be deploying in the trade room. So 2 templates coming out Monday, the high-low 2 for the PT, and then of course the PT indicator template, Bloodhound template that will be available on this one-time Black Friday special and for the complete package members otherwise. Okay, well, hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for your patience, and trade well. We'll see you next week.